I have these two Oinkologne, or I don't know how to say this, boxes that I got from Best Buy for like $10 or $15. I saw them on sale and I was like, sure, I'll go ahead and buy them. So let's open these up while I talk to you about this concept in psychology called cognitive dissonance, because I think it's really helpful to understand what this is. We have all experienced it before. That's the thing about psychology, is like, we all are human. I think so anyway. And because of that, we all experience stuff that, you know, humans experience, regardless of like how great of a person we are or how great of a person we try to be or whatever. We're all human, and therefore we have flaws. And one of these flaws comes in the form of cognitive dissonance. Again, we've all had this before. So cognitive, the way that I teach my students about this is, cognitive is like the cogs in a machine, and this is what's happening in your brain when you're solving problems or when you're thinking or stuff like that. Look at this big old chunk of a guy. Let's see, we have Obsidian Flames, which has become my favorite, Astral Radiant, and Paldea Evolved. Let's go ahead and make this more simple, and let's open up the other one too, just to streamline this process. So, cognitive dissonance. Again, cog in the machine. This is your brain working, problem solving, thinking, stuff like that. Dissonance, if you're into music, like studying music, which I've never done, but I do know that if a sound is dissonant, it means like it's like a really ugly, nasty kind of sound, because it doesn't work. It doesn't flow together. It seems wrong, these sounds together. It's like when you don't know anything about the piano, and then you like press some buttons on the piano, like some keys on the piano, and it's like, that sounds just really nasty. Like, those things should not go together. So partner all that together, and what you've got, again, this big old chunker, what you've got is a disconnect, so to speak, like that's the best way to put it, or dissonance, between basically what your actions are and how you think about those actions. So we have the same packs here. So Paldea, Obsidian, Astral. Let's do Obsidian last. Let's do Astral first and then Paldea. Okay. I'll put these out the way too. So, what does cognitive dissonance mean then, if we put all that together? It means that what we are doing or what we are saying does not align with our beliefs. Okay, that's cognitive dissonance. So, for example, okay, let's say you have a person who smokes and they know it's bad. Hello there, friend. That's cute. That's a cute picture. Wow, I've never seen that one before. Okay, that's a good way to start. Okie dokie. Look at that cutie. They call him ugly, but that's not fair. So again, an example, as we admire this card. An example would be a person who smokes. They know it's not healthy. They know that it can cause cancer. Like, everyone at this point knows that smoking causes cancer. And yet, for some reason, there are still people who not only smoke, but actually start to smoke, which is the most wild thing to me. Because we know what happens. This is like, I'm not saying it's guaranteed to get lung cancer, but your chances of getting lung cancer when you smoke is much higher than if you never smoke. Okay, so that guy's cutie. Honey, that's sweet. Just kidding. There we go. Okay, well, again, I've never seen that one. I think that's really cool. How they evolve. So, if a person's in that situation, right, their actions are not matching their beliefs. They'll tell everybody. They know that smoking is not good for you, but they still do it anyway. So, then you have this uncomfortable feeling because, and again, we're in Paldea evolved. You get this uncomfortable feeling because what I'm doing is not matching what I'm saying. And that's not comfortable, right? We like to be correct as humans. We like to be correct. And we also like that what we do is reflecting our beliefs. And so the way that people handle this, there's a couple of ways. One is that they might just be like, oh, it's not that bad. Or they might say, the smokers, they might say, it's not going to happen to me. Like, it's no big deal. Or they might say, I understand that there's a risk involved in this. And quite frankly, it's a pretty big risk. But it helps me relax. It helps me get through my day. And so basically what they're doing is they're changing the way that they're thinking to accommodate their misbehavior, for lack of a better term. And again, so they can justify that to help deal with it. Or what they can do is fix it, right? You can fix it to make it so that, okay, you're right, I should stop smoking. If I stop smoking, then I don't have this cognitive dissonance anymore because I forgot to put that first. Because if I believe that it's bad and then I stop doing it, well, then I'm no longer experiencing dissonance. Now we're consonant. We are not dissonant. We are sonant. Just kidding. I don't know. We're not contradicting ourselves anymore. A very famous study that this is based off of is by this guy named Leon Festinger, something like that. And there's a far more complicated version of this, but to make it really simple, like this happened in 1950. I'll leave this guy for last because he's cutest. Let's put this guy second to last. In 1957, again, long story short, he gave some people in an experiment, so he broke it up into different groups, right? And he gave some people $1 to do this boring task, and then asked them afterwards how they felt about it. And then he did the same thing with, hello again, hello. I don't think I have this one. I feel like it's familiar, but I don't think I have this one. Pidgeot. Both of the groups had to do a stupid routine, not routine. It was like a mundane task where it just was really boring. And they were asked if they liked it or not. And I forgot exactly the specifics, but the people who were paid $1, they felt bad when they lied. And the people who were paid more didn't feel as bad about lying about how they liked the experiment because they had external justification, essentially, that, okay, I have a price, right? If you want me to lie, it needs to be worth my while. And if it's not worth my while, then I'm going to feel bad about it. And it's not going to be worth that feeling, because lying does not make you feel good, or at least it shouldn't, especially if you feel like lying is bad. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that's cognitive dissonance. It's unfortunately, again, a human condition thing. It's something that we do as humans, and we try not to, but again, we can remedy it. We can't make ourselves not ever feel like that or have that experience, but we can change our behaviors to align to that. So if we think that lying is bad, then if lying makes you feel bad, then don't do it, so that you can still continue to have your beliefs and have your actions align with your beliefs. So again, that's cognitive dissonance. It comes in handy a lot. I just watched a video the other day with CoffeeZilla, and he was talking to all these people who do gambling stuff, and it gets Gambling is an addiction and it's causing a lot of problems, but they justify it to themselves, even though they say that this is bad. And I know, people's lives get ruined, and it hurts my heart when people's lives get ruined, and yet they continue to do this. They continue to get people introduced to these ways of losing a lot of money. So that's cognitive dissonance. That was these 2 chonkers of boxes that I got for like 15 bucks. I think it was probably 15 bucks. Every once in a while, Best Buy has some good deals online. Most of the time I don't, but sometimes I do. All right, so me and this king draw will bid you adieu. But if you have anything that you would like to learn about, anything social studies, put it in the comments below and let me know. And other than that, let's see what happens next.